Imagine if a beam of light can redefine our lives, change your way of thinking of the future. One drop of blood, no waiting, no guessing. SpectroChip reveals the truth your body has been hiding. In moments, not days, we reveal what once hid beyond detection, exposing disease at its earliest, most treatable stage. This isn't just testing. It's an expansion of how medicine understands space, scale, and time. Moving at nearly the speed of light, we wield a new kind of light, one that opens a doorway into the vast, unseen universe living inside the human body. The SpectroChip doesn't just help us see more. It takes us further, and it carries us beyond today's limits into a future once thought impossible.
In this episode, PurMinds founder and CEO Janet Chi is joined by Dr. Cheng-Hao Ko, the inventor of SpectroChip and one of the leading minds in modern spectroscopy and diagnostic technology. Dr. Ko, from Taiwan, earned his PhD in physics from Stony Brook University and has spent more than 3 decades pushing the limits of optical science, chip fabrication, and precision measurement. He's led major optical projects in both the US and Taiwan, holds dozens of patents worldwide, and his work has helped turn lab-scale spectrometers into portable, real-world diagnostic tools. SpectroChip represents the culmination of that lifetime of research, and today, we're going to unpack how it works, what it can do, and why its partnership with PurMinds from Canada is so significant for the future of healthcare. Origin story. The scientist behind the invention.
Hi, Dr. Ko, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
So, our investors always ask me, what is SpectroChip? Who is Dr. Ko? What does the PurMinds and SpectroChip partnership really entail? I'm so glad that you're here today and we have a chance to introduce you to my friends and colleagues and, of course, investors. You've spent over 30 years working in optical physics. And what first drew you to this field? And at what point did you realize this research could fundamentally change healthcare or even change the world?
Okay, for centuries, spectroscopy has been one of the most powerful ways to identify and quantify materials by shining light on them and reading their response. At the center of it is a spectrometer, which splits light into a spectrum, so we can measure different wavelengths. The problem is spectrometers are hard to manufacture because many optical parts must be aligned precisely. That's why people have long dreamed of putting the whole spectrometer onto a tiny chip, a spectrochip. If it becomes practical, spectroscopy could move from labs to everyday life, enabling decentralized healthcare. And as a physicist in this field, making that real is my long-term dream.
Wonderful.
From labs to a chip, the breakthrough moment.
Dr. Ko, most common high-precision benchtop spectrometers usually weigh around 10 to 40 kilos and is often paired with cooling units and vibration isolation tables and all of that. SpectroChip technology uniquely combines the core functionalities of spectroscopy, chromatography, and lateral flow immunoassays readers into a photonic chip. What made this challenge so complex, and what was the breakthrough that finally made this possible after so many years of research? And had anyone else done it before?
Okay. When we first started, there was simply no optical theory that could shrink a full spectrometer onto a tiny chip. So in 2002, we started from scratch and rebuilt the fundamentals step by step. It took us 10 years just to complete the theoretical foundations for what a spectral chip could be. And honestly, at one point, Even my PhD advisor told me it was impossible. Once the theory was done, the next big question was simple: who could actually make it? We went to TSMC, the world's leading chip manufacturer, but the first time they saw our design, they told us it was totally impossible, even with the most advanced semiconductor fabrication technology available. So we kept going. After another 10 years of relentless R&D, we developed our own 0.1 nanometer lithography and fabrication process. That is 2 generations ahead of TSMC.
Wow.
And in 2018, we hit the milestone that really matters: high yield, repeatable mass production. That's when SpectroChip was founded. Teams across Germany, the US, Japan, and China had spent decades chasing the same goal, but they couldn't get it across the finish line. We did. And here is the chip.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Impressive. Thank you.
What SpectroChip actually does.
For viewers without a technical background, how would you explain what SpectroChip does, how it works, and why it's such a big leap forward compared to traditional lab testing?
Okay. Every material has its own spectral signature. It's like a fingerprint. With SpectroChip, if we can capture the spectrum, we can quantify what's in the sample. That's what gives us universal compatibility. One SpectroChip device can cover over 3,000 plus test targets. That includes healthcare, food safety, environmental monitoring, and even space applications. Real value is simple. We bring lab-grade spectroscopy into a portable device. It's highly accurate, and it's easy to deploy at scale. Pair it with rapid test kit, and almost anyone can use it. No special training is needed. That lowers the barriers and expands where testing can happen. And we are not trading performance for convenience. Our precision can reach calibration grade standards.
Can you explain what is calibration grade standard?
Calibration grade standard means that coefficient variance is less than 1%, while the hospital label is about 2 to 5%. People can use our machine to calibrate the hospital label equipment.
Wow.
Our technology is also cloud connected, so results can be uploaded, tracked, and managed centrally. That's ideal for multi-site operations and recurring service models. Next, we are pushing towards pocket size, so testing becomes truly anytime, anywhere. And that's what unlocks mass adoption and a much larger market. In short, spectroscopy can move beyond the lab and into everyday life.
That's really cool. So we can use a spectrometer in a pharmacy or in your home to test your blood, saliva, urine, you name it. And you can also carry it around in your pocket, wherever you go, and test your food, water, environment. Is that so?
Yes, exactly.
Wonderful.
Real-world proof and validation.
Dr. Cole, has there been any real-world proof and validation of this technology?
Yes, SpectroChip is already being used in real-world settings, from COVID testing to cardiovascular diagnostics, and it's been reported to achieve close to 99% accuracy. During the COVID-19 outbreak in Taipei in 2022, we deployed 10 SpectroChip devices and screened 5,000 people in just 10 days, accurately measuring antibody levels. With traditional lab-based workflows, that kind of scale would typically take over 6 months. What we did help screen up the response and support type-based effort to bring the outbreak under control. On the cardiovascular side, our work was featured as a cover story by the Royal Society of Chemistry, and the concept is straightforward. Using a standard rapid test kit together with our SpectroChip device, we can achieve high sensitivity detection and quickly quantified cardiovascular biomarkers right at the point of care. And both of these projects were recognized with Taiwan's national awards.
Very, very impressive. Thank you.
Why this partnership matters long-term.
PurMinds is very proud to be a strategic partner of SpectroChip. Earlier, I have said that this is almost like a perfect marriage. SpectroChip is the physics company that develops the game-changing point-of-care testing technology, including the operating system, the cloud connectivity, and AI application. PurMinds is the chemistry and biopharma company that develops innovative testing kits, really leveraging our expertise in the understanding of the human body, biology, disease progression, as well as our knowledge in antibodies, biomarkers, and multi-omic studies. But together, we're not just selling devices and testing kits, we're actually developing precision medicine solutions in the 4P medicine framework, which is predictive, preventive, personalized, and participatory. The solutions we are developing include gut health, neurological conditions, metabolic biomarker tracking, tumor and cancer early detection, and more, of course. We believe this is really the most effective ways of chronic disease management, which is proactive versus reactive. What do you think, Dr. Ko?
Okay, we are really glad to partner with PurMinds, and with their team visit Taiwan, we aligned on a clear plan. PurMinds will lead the 4P medicine solution, and the SpectroChip team will keep improving the hardware, build out the AI ecosystem, and collect more clinical data. So together, we can continuously refine and strengthen the 4P medicine platform over time. And here is the multiplex. We have strong multiplex detection capabilities. For example, we can offer different panels, one for cardiovascular disease and one for chronic conditions, and others for liver and gallbladders related disease and more. With just 3 drops of fingertip blood, we can run about 100 to 150 tests in roughly 30 minutes. Right now, we have the device like this behind, designed for pharmacies, clinics, and bedside use, and it's also suitable for field settings like ship, airplanes, and even military applications. Coming soon, we will have an ATM-like system for high-throughput screening, such as border control. And we have the new model we are coming soon that is built for advanced multiplex panels and for fluorescence-based biomarker detection. And over the next few years, we expect a pocket-sized device to become a reality for personal and everyday use.
Well, I can easily imagine myself carrying a device like that around in my pocket, and I compare that to Kodak films. Many, many years ago, we were still sending our films. We used Kodak films, and then we send it to central labs, and then we have to wait for days or even weeks to develop the films so that we can take the pictures back home, right? But nowadays, we have our iPhone. We go everywhere. We just take pictures wherever we go. And in the future, it will be a device like that. You can put it in your pocket and then go everywhere everywhere. You test everything. You test your blood, saliva, urine, and everything else. But you can also test, food safety. Like you test the water and test the food and everything. So it's something that you can test everywhere you go. So that is amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking ahead, what comes next?
So, Dr. Cole, looking ahead over the next few years, what developments or milestones are you most excited about for SpectroChip? And of course, its roles in precision medicine.
Okay, over the next few years, actually, we will develop the AI ecosystem. And
Hmm.
what AI really needs is a massive amount of high quality, accurate health data with decentralized deployment at home, in pharmacies, and in clinics. Our device can generate that kind of reliable data at a global scale. One big reason health AI predictions still aren't consistently accurate is simple. We don't yet have enough large scale, high accuracy real world data to properly train and validate these models.
True.
That's exactly the gap we are aiming to close with SpectroChip. And by combining PurMinds' 4P medicine framework with SpectroChip's measurements platform, we can deliver a true 4P solution, shifting healthcare from reactive treatment to more predictive and preventive care.
I totally agree with you.
Legacy question. Fast forward 10 years. How would you like people to describe the impact of the SpectroChip PurMinds partnership on healthcare?
Fast forward 10 years, how would you like people to describe the impact of SpectroChip PureMinds partnership on on healthcare?
With accurate, large-scale health data, telemedicine can finally work the way it's supposed to. At the global level, it helps us manage chronic disease more effectively, and it also enables large-scale monitoring of infectious disease and other health conditions. That's how we can truly put 4P medicine into practice. And importantly, this technology can also support low resource countries by strengthening their health monitoring and early warning systems, even when the medical infrastructure is limited.
I agree with you. So the SpectroChip PureMinds framework of 4P medicine will really lead us into the future when people have real ownership of their own health and including their own health data. And healthcare becomes proactive versus reactive. That I see is what healthcare will become 10 years from today. We're simply looking at the end goal and making a plan to get there together. Well, today, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Ko. This is wonderful that I'm so glad that we're working together and we have a lot to achieve together. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet.